Matt Hardy and James Storm kicking off this match as Matt Hardy and James Storm tie up collar and elbow. Just before this match got started, Matt Hardy and the aerial assassin Will Ospreay were having a little bit of a hard time figuring out who was going to start this matchup. However, on the opposite end of the spectrum, Eli Drake and James Storm were able to figure it out. And again, Hardy, Storm, tie up. Who is going to get the better of this situation? James Storm trying to mock Matt Hardy. Getting a little bit of some karate in there. Karate Kid Storm. Seven beers down. Karate Kid running through the veins. And James Storm quickly to kick out of Matt Hardy's almost mockery of a pinfall attempt on Storm. And Hardy, very confident. Hardy, the champion. Storm, a former champion. James Storm and Matt Hardy, both successful in tag team wrestling as well. Once upon a time, James Storm and Bobby Roode, tag team champions in Beer Money. Matt Hardy and his brother Jeff Hardy, the Hardy Boys, the Hardys, one of the greatest tag teams of all time, have competed in some of the greatest matches in this industry. Meanwhile, Eli Drake wants in this thing. He wants to get his hands on Hardy. Meanwhile, Hardy telling the aerial assassin Will Ospreay to get in this thing. Ospreay is such a young sensation who is so quick, so agile. This kid's got a bright future ahead of him. There is no doubt about what he's got. There's something there with this kid. The same can be said about Eli Drake. Eli Drake, an incredible performer inside the squared circle. Matt Hardy already wants to get back in this matchup, as Will Ospreay didn't get too much in there. Will Ospreay being a little bit hesitant to make the tag, and he does it. Begrudgingly, he does, that is. Matt Hardy with a back elbow to Eli Drake. Hardy just oozing confidence as he looks to make work of Eli Drake off the middle rope, pulling out all the stops in the playbook. This is classic Matt Hardy with the elbow to the back of the head of Eli Drake. And now he's telling Will Ospreay to get back in the ring. Picking and choosing when he wants to be in there. Almost controlling Will Ospreay. And for Ospreay, he's a young man. Matt Hardy, he's been doing this for a long time. Will Ospreay's in a tough situation because you got to respect Matt Hardy. He is a veteran of the business. Being at Joker's Wild, it's an opportunity for any of these four men to just stand out above the rest. Meanwhile, Eli Drake taking the opportunity to stomp away at Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay tried to go for a tag, but a nice snap suplex quickly to a cover is Eli Drake on Ospreay. Ospreay trying to back away from Drake as Drake driving the boot into the throat of Ospreay in the corner. And a rope break being enforced as Eli Drake kind of blew off James Storm, who wanted to be tagged in. There's dissension on both sides of this thing. Nobody really wants to be in a tag team match with each other. And Eli Drake just driving his shoulder into the midsection of Ospreay. And Eli Drake talking smack to Matt Hardy. Ospreay trying to fight back out of the corner. This could be an opening after Eli Drake waits a little bit too much time, but Drake is quick to get the knee into the midsection. And again, Eli Drake just playing too many games with James Storm. It could come back to bite him. And Matt Hardy could have made the tag to Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy trying to get the crowd to rally behind Ospreay, who was already there. Nobody wants to team with each other in this match. It's very apparent. I mean, literally, James Storm has his beer money gear on. He'd literally rather be anywhere else. I almost feel the same for Matt Hardy. They just won in this match. They just want to get their hands on each other. They just want to get down and dirty. James Storm has a beer in hand. He's just having a good old time waiting to be tagged in this match, but also frustrated at the same time. So he might as well enjoy a beer while he's at it. Oh, wow, it's the only profession you can truly get away with drinking on the job. Eli Drake, cocky as can be, going to work on Will Ospreay. And Ospreay counters Eli Drake. One for a tag. But Matt Hardy sidesteps. Matt Hardy does not want to be in this match. Matt Hardy trying to encourage Ospreay as opposed. And there was a bird from Ospreay to Hardy. Meanwhile, nobody home. And there comes a neck breaker by Eli Drake. And Drake goes for a cover on Ospreay. Nothing there. And Eli Drake was arguing with official Earl Hebner. Legendary referee, might I add. I almost feel like this should be mixed up. I feel like Matt Hardy and Eli Drake should be a team, and James Storm and Will Ospreay should be a team. While Matt Hardy and Eli Drake are being extremely cocky, Will Ospreay and James Storm just want to be in this thing, but they also need their breather as well, at least for Will Ospreay, who Matt Hardy keeps refusing to tag. Springs back, and it ends Agiri. Beautiful counter. Great way to take the opportunity and take initiative for the aerial assassin. And the aerial assassin measuring up Eli Drake. Springboard. And a beautiful forearm lays it all in on Eli Drake. And a standing shooting star press as Earl Hebner gets down to count the pinfall, only enough for a 2. James Storm still just chilling there, beer in hand. Matt Hardy trying to just jokingly trying to encourage Ospreay very in his own cocky way. Not wanting to be in this match, but encouraging Ospreay to stay in it. And Drake grabbing the beer from James Storm and then just spits it in the face of Ospreay. I think at this point, James Storm has had enough. You never take a beer from James Storm. There's a reason he's in a tag team called Beer Money. Drink some beer and make money. And a super kick for Eli Drake, who is laid out. I'm sorry for your damn luck. That's one thing for sure and for certain. And Will Ospreay, the aerial assassin, looks to take flight. And shoots through. Oh, of course, now Matt Hardy wants in and just dumps Ospreay to the floor. He wants to take all the credit. Didn't want to do any of the work, but take all the credit is Matt Hardy.